And we're live. Hello, and welcome to the Land of Gat'Ka, a different show tonight, hosted by my friend Jesse. That's the Dungeon Master. He's over there. My name's Albie. I'm going to be playing Arthas Grail tonight, Adonin or human, Grave Cleric. Gordon.
Is that me and your square star? It's different in Discord. You're like up there.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're pointing at no one to me.
Ah!
I am Gordon. I'll be playing Annalise, the Adonan fighter. I guess Austin, that makes you next.
Cool. I could be looking at the stream, I guess. I am Austin, and I'll be playing Hanzo, the Fox Folk rogue, Phantom rogue. That's it. Be fun. And last but not least,
I guess that means me. I'm Zach, and I'm playing Kofu Manu, who is a Zif artificer, and that brings us to our wonderful DM, Jesse.
I'm Jesse. I'll be leading the session today. Quick disclaimer, as always, today there will be descriptions of graphic violence and death, so be aware.
Before we do it, though, can I just show some of this artwork? We're gonna cut to this. Boom! Look at this. We got Hanzo. So this is played by Austin. I should have done this while he was describing his character. Fox Folk Rogue. Check that out. How fucking cool is that? Got Kofu. That's played by Zach. Little
Is it
Zif
Is it on
artificer.
screen?
And
Ah, there it is. Okay.
He needs his
Yes.
armor.
I know I didn't put that picture. I'll get it next time. This is me, Arthas Grail, Adonin Grave Cleric, and last but not least, Annalise. Oops, let's go back to that. Annalise, the Adonin fighter, Rune Knight, and my niece. That's the other case. We're playing family, so why not? And then, of course, the obligatory group shot. Yeah.
and what was the artist's name?
At Bone Dust Stuff. It's like stuff is part of dust. Check it out on Instagram. They're really awesome. Let me see if I can. I'll just put it in there. At Bone Dust Stuff.
We'll throw it in the credits, I'm sure.
Boom. No, I just threw it in the chat. And for those watching,
I see what you mean.
obviously we're live on Twitch, so this is always fun. And past episodes are available on YouTube if you search Realm of Ravengard or Gat'Ka or any of the various keywords here. Hopefully something shows up. Okay, back to you, Jesse.
So we'll recap real quick. Last session, the party was transporting the ancient Strabo, the healer of old, who they intended to retrieve an artifact, but it turns out that artifact is inside the ancient Strabo, and it allowed him to live for 600 years without aging. And they transported him down the Palato River, the goal being to bring him back to the Holy Isle of Kitamon, where he could be protected and presented to the temple upper echelons, who I'm sure are going to use the artifact for their divine purpose. When they came to the coast city of Iclia, they found that the city was under siege from the rebels, who have been basically have the countryside being harried by plague and famine. They have set siege to the city in hopes of getting access to the temple's grain storages and food. But the party was able to circumvent the rebels and sneak into the city, where they met their contact Ignatius, a red priest, at the Temple of Adona. He is meant to meet them there and then secure a ship for them to leave the Holy Isle. Players, do you guys have any questions about that?
Remind me,
It's a new day, right?
Yeah, we're starting the Temple District, right?
We are in the Temple District.
It's the
And
same
it
day
is-
that it was when we arrived.
It is
Yeah,
the
it's night,
same
and we have
night.
to be out by day.
You're right.
Or
This
day
is the
Morning, yeah.
So
Right, but we
same
didn't-
night
Okay.
that you arrived, you literally maybe a half an hour ago, you were able to land at the docks and make your way to the temple.
I mean, first thing I'm gonna do, I suppose, as we're, I mean, in this temple district, I don't think I've cast any spells today, so I'm going to cast Goodberry, the one a day I have. So making more ginger candies into my bag.
Since you lost your last supply.
Yeah, I mean, gotta make sure I always got some candy chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is there a random old
pop one.
soothsayer lying around somewhere? The
Not
last
right
one we paid.
now. Not right now.
Okay. Just thought I'd try.
Is there a temple armory or anywhere in the vicinity where I could get arrows? Before we start battling, I'm pretty low. I just would like to. I have enough probably for this battle, but I'd rather get
Sure.
restocked if I
The
can.
temple itself has no armory, though. The temple of Adona is supposed to be the god of fertility and peace and harvest. So she doesn't tend to have a lot of armories usually in her temples.
Cool. Are there any stations where I could grab some off the? Is there like an arrow rack or something like that? Because I know we're about to go basically into battle, so I don't know if there's like.
I'm sure Commander Vernon can get some arrows for you. So I wouldn't.
And I can give him the cash.
We get some money for those arrows.
I will. Yeah. What should I? Should I give him whatever the value is inside the player's handbook, or what? What do you think?
Sorry?
I mean, I imagine we're gonna help him fight, defend against this rebellion. He's gonna probably supply you
Buy
with
you some arrows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
like
not gonna
that.
make you pay.
How many? Just so I can add them to my inventory.
Just a standard 20.
Quiver.
10.
Yeah,
Or is it 20? That's in the standard.
it's 20.
Perfect. That's all I wanted.
All right, and
Thank you, Ignatius, my good man.
if there are not any more questions, without further ado, I'll go ahead and start here. Tulia was the first to fall. Strabo had been in awe of the massive minotaur with the snowy white fleece. He hobbled over and greeted the Animon servant warmly. "You are absolutely gorgeous. I have never seen one of your kind so far south. And your coat, it is magnificent." Strabo had reached out, letting his gnarled fingers brush the Minotaur's downy arm. No sooner had he done so when the Minotaur had thrown back her head and bellowed in agony. The cry was enough to smother the oil lamps, plunging the temple into darkness. There had been some commotion restoring the light, but upon doing so, you turned to find Tulia on her hands and knees, vomiting black bile onto the marble floor. She heaved and gagged until she could do no more and collapsed exhausted. It had been Ignatius who first spotted it, holding the lamp low to illuminate the black puddle of bile. Little maggot-like worms, almost imperceptibly small, wriggled and writhed in the dark ichor. One of Vernon's lieutenants, a young man by the name of Cleomachus, was the second to fall. He was passing Strabo a cup of water when he fell to his knees, retching. He too emptied his stomach, squirming anathema. Next was the temple slave, bearing a tray of refreshments, and then the temple lamplighter. Ignatius and Vernon began arguing over the nature of the sudden malady. Vernon was convinced that the plague in the city had made sudden advancements, and he harangued, ordering his guards to quarantine the temple immediately. Ignatius and Thaddeus pleaded against such action, stating that what was being witnessed was the divine touch of gods purging foul humors from their loyal servants. In the pursuing commotion, Strabo wandered away from the group, muttering ingredients used for stomach ailments under his breath. He lowered himself absently onto the marble footing at the base of the 20-foot bronze statue of the goddess Adona, positioned at the center of the temple. He had a far look in his eye. He stood suddenly, exclaiming loudly, "Pardon me, sirs." The priests and the commander ignored him and continued their tirade. I said pardon, the old sage heaved. Vernon and the priest turned with arched eyebrows. Good, Strabo said. I'm glad the basic respect for your elders is not gone out of fashion in the last 600 years. He retook his seat at Adona's foot, rubbing his temple with his wrinkled fingers. I believe we may have a serious problem that does not pertain to the rebels outside the walls. This plague is much more insidious than we once have possibly imagined. I will need to see them. Thaddeus, the red priest, frowned in confusion. Forgive me, wise sage. Who would you like to see? Strabo gave a long sigh and took a moment to look about the room. Everyone. I need to see everyone. Thaddeus and Ignatius looked at one another, each hoping to find some understanding on the face of the other, and then their eyes widened as one in sudden comprehension. Phyros, Thaddeus cursed before he could slap a hand over his mouth. Ignatius nodded. Vernon, alert the High Council. We need the militia to begin going to house by house. Bring each household to the temple. One at a time, mind you. The people are already on the edge. We don't want them to spread panic. The city must be purged of the sickness, or it won't matter if the rebels take the walls or not. Ignatius turned to stare at you. It's the first time you believe you have ever seen the priest truly angry. You have the night to play war with the commander. By the gods, I swear, Strabo and I will sail for the sea gate at dawn, and you are not there. I will have no choice but to report to the High Priam that you abandoned your holy mission. With that, the red priest stalked from the temple hall. Thaddeus followed behind, already fretting over logistics. It's going to be a long night. We're going to need a lot of buckets and mops. Vernon turns to you, cursing under his breath. The Temple of Dona is no place for war council. Let us retire to my house, if you do me the honor. I'll send summons to the Cosimo, the council speaker, to meet with us there. We still have some hours left until dawn. What say you, old timer? Vernon slaps Grail on the shoulder. Think we could win a war by dawn?
We'll do it in an hour.
Vernon laughs at this, nods. Well, at least you're confident. That's something. He spins on his heel, leading you out into the moonlight street. Somewhere in one of the back alleys, the hollow rattle of a sightless diviner's clutch can be heard. So
Let me get this straight.
Mhm.
Strabo wants to see every person in the town to cure them of the sickness.
Overnight.
He's gonna try and see as many people as he can.
It's like us. We're trying to kill as many people as we can.
Yeah,
For the morning.
we're both buying time.
Interestingly enough, so Ignatius was like, he's going to have to report us, but Thaddeus is the priest that resides here who has to deal with the rebellion.
Thaddeus is the current caretaker of the Temple of Adona. Normally, the Temple of Adona. Yep, go ahead.
So they're basically what Thaddeus is saying is like, okay, go get people one by one and bring them here, because he's listening to Strabo. But Ignatius is saying we're leaving by dawn.
Yeah, so basically Ignatius and Thaddeus are like, well, okay, let's try and get as many people as we can, because the artifact, right, in Strabo is obviously producing some kind of aura that makes the parasites, people void the parasites from their body.
Right.
We should just collect them all at once, get near them, and then you can knock out like 10 at a time.
Yeah, they said not to do that because they were worried about people all getting together.
230,000 people. So
Yeah, also, like,
Random guy
imagine
comes up
trying to
and
go
starts
find a
talking
bunch
to you.
of people and say, "Hey, all you sick people, come over here," and like they're not going to be very, they're going to be apprehensive about that.
right, and then also imagine what would happen if the whole city were watching people like start writhing and vomiting black parasites on the ground, right? Like,
Well, I mean, that's your fault. You made this place. Okay, tight. So, so let's fucking do it. I mean, damn, I turned to the group. We have a job ahead of us. Quite a big one, it seems.
so
The gods are watching.
Go ahead.
So my goal is not necessarily to win a war, but more so just put a damper in some of these guys. I say we kill as many of them as we possibly can by the morning, and we, regardless of situation, once it hits daybreak, we get out of here.
You know, Hanzo, I was just about to agree with you until you said that. No, clearly, if we're gonna do anything by dawn, it has to be talking. Fighting is just gonna make it worse by tomorrow. We're trying to help, not make it worse.
I'm not
Oh,
much
I
of a
thought we were
talker.
fighting. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not much
with
of a
Hanzo
talker.
on
You
that.
guys can do that part, but
Well, then let's at least try the talking option for as long as it is viable until someone tries to attack us. Is that okay?
That's a fair point.
I don't think it will take long. They're very drunk
persuasion check.
and
I'm just kidding.
probably asleep.
Thank you.
All right. Before we
Right.
At the very least, we can make them run away.
get too deep, I'm going to roll the Diviner's Clutch before I forget.
Yay.
So it's going to be Hanzo.
You always make me the guy with the shield.
It's because he has a wolf pelt on his head. It's the closest thing I got.
Love it.
That's going to be. Who's that going to be? That's going to be Grail.
That's... Oh, okay, yeah. Centurion.
Annalise.
Yep.
And today, Kofu, you are the gladiator. Okay. That we're going to throw the clutch.
Amazing as I can't hear that. Oh, I heard it.
Yep.
Okay.
Truly immersive experience.
I mean, when you live in the same building. Definitely.
I'm not going to try and angle the camera this time just because it's a hassle. But we have Hanzo. You have the hematite stone. You can choose one weapon in the party to have the magical property.
Your own.
Your bow.
Yeah, I'll do my bow.
You also have advantage on your first perception check, Hanzo.
I'll take it. Thank you.
There was no coin of Momina. We have the Eyes of Death on Kofu.
I just knew it. Honestly, as soon as you rolled it, I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? I think the eyes of death are on me tonight. I don't know why. I just felt it.
It's basically sitting in your lap. Okay. And otherwise, that's it.
Nothing for House
Won't let-
Antigone. All right.
I won't let you die.
Yeah,
Alright.
no. Stay by me. I got you.
You know, it kind of works because I do have my my guardian armor on. So if I have the eyes of death on me, that's kind of the point, huh?
All right.
So with that, Vernon leads you through the quiet streets. The moon is full, or the moons are full tonight. Mina and Majora, the major moon and the smaller moon hang in the sky. You can clearly see the cobblestones. Vernon leads you past the great agora, past the hippodrome, raceway, and the arena into the citizens district, where he leads you up the street, and you can see that these are not wealthy people houses, but these are middling, merchant class people. And then he leads you into his abode, which is done in a classic Nigrian style. The front entryway opens into a square garden. and the garden has rooms bordering it, where the attached kitchen and living room areas. When in the garden has a small table set up with some city maps of the city, and there's some refreshments. There waiting for you is a middle-aged man, gray curly hair, salt and pepper goatee. His Hamateon cloth is wrapped around him, thrown over one shoulder, is a deep burgundy color. He is Councilman Cosimo of the Senate Palace Council, and he's the Speaker of the Council. He is there to basically meet with you to discuss plans to defend the city. Besides Vernon is also his lieutenant Cleomachus, the young lieutenant who was sick not but half an hour before, but still managed to come along. And they begin looking at the city map and going over plans. Vernon seems to think that with the little time they have, our best option is attack them head on. Simply muster as many men as we can and head out the western gate. The rebels are led by their leader is known as Labrax. He's a Thraxan from the hills. My understanding is he was a slave in salt mines along the Sunder. But when the rebels began to take up arms against the landlords and move across the countryside, he too rebelled with the other slaves at the mine and ended up gaining enough respect to become the leader. I hear that he is a slave, but he came from a Thraxan barbarian tribe and was a pretty renowned warrior, apparently.
So that's what you want, more bloodshed.
It's not about what we want. This is the reality. We can't give them all the food in the city. If we do so, when winter comes, everyone will starve. They'll drink and eat up what's food they get within a couple months, and then no one will have anything.
If we take them alive, do you have a place to put them?
There must be 15,000 peoples outside the gate.
Yeah, most of them are going to run away once they start seeing lightning coming from the sky.
Well, I would hope so. Especially if we can fell their leader. I imagine they'll rout quite quickly. The trick is getting to them quick enough.
All right, Anna, you and I look. We look just like anyone else around here. Perhaps we go in stealth. We just cover ourselves with some rags, try to get in there, and either
Kofu leans in and says, "Lightning coming from the sky. What do you mean?"
I mean, I don't know. I'm just, we have power among us. I'm sure we can come up with something, some display that will cause these, the rebels to fear the gods and
he likes to
hopefully
be grandiose when he's getting ready for a fight. Just it's okay.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Arching an eyebrow, and he's like, "Okay. As long as you have some powers, we'll need those."
I think we need more than just powers. I think we need a plan. So what if the four of us go in and cause some ruckus while you and your reinforcements hopefully have enough time to surround them? And if we can flank them, maybe we can take care of this quickly, because before that sun rises, we're leaving, and you'll lose our assistance.
What's it called, like the pincer, whatever?
Yeah. How many men do you have at your disposal?
The clean pincer.
How many men? Is that what you said?
Yeah. How many guards?
Not
Roughly.
many. Perhaps 400 Iclean Guard, another 700 militia.
Are you expecting any reinforcements soon?
Not by morning. We sent word to Fort Vathis to see if we can get some of the Iclean Guard back. Captain Varoufakis agreed. He sent letter, but they won't get here for another day and a half. And even then, it might only be 200 men. I don't know if that will make a difference.
Well, if we can
The
thin their
rebel-
numbers, you'll be able to last at least until the reinforcements get there.
The rebel leader. What did you say his name was?
Labrex.
Do we have any
and-
intel on his location?
He's probably in the camp outside the wall. The main group seems to be right outside the western gate. Of course, they have men watching all the gates. There's a force by the southern and the Garum gate in the north as well.
Then I think we need to cause a distraction.
Good. Maybe try and splinter their force and attack if they fall for it. Perhaps.
Do you think that the rebel leader is honorable in any way? Perhaps, like, would he
Parlay?
take yes, parlay or accept a challenge 1-on-1, or does
While
he
you guys are
strike you as
talking,
the
Ignatius has come in from the street, and he's kind of like listening to what's going on. And Cosimo, the councilman, kind of steps in. He says, "There are other options as well. I've heard from good authority that a large part of the Fighting Man faction is actually ex-mercenaries, unemployed. We might be able to convince them to break away from the other group. If they did, it may cause at least some dissension within the ranks."
you want to buy them out?
Ignatius butts in and says, we could try just talking to them. We may be able to avoid all the bloodshed if we parley with them directly.
Okay. Well,
So, yeah,
getting in
I don't know about-
seems to be dangerous maneuver, so I'm not sure how you plan on.
I don't know about y'all, but I only have about 10 gold. I don't have the kind of money to bribe a 15,000 man army, but
I don't think he was talking about us paying them.
Clarified, most of those men aren't fighting.
I'll have a -1 intelligence. So.
Perhaps only 5,000 are actually fighting men.
Okay.
The rest are just
5,000 to 400. I
villagers.
like them odds.
So how do we go about this? Do we go and look, like, how do we discern the mercenaries from the non-mercenaries? How do we know what this guy looks like, the rebel leader, to even
Well-
find him and talk to him?
I don't think that would be too hard. You just post a sign that says, "Hey, any mercenaries want to come work for Iclia? Here's the going rate."
Right.
Hiring.
Now
I mean-
hiring.
It's not an option I enjoy, but if that's what you want to do.
Councilman Cosimo comes in. He says, "These things are usually delicate. I would suggest bearing a message in secret to the old mercenary captain. I believe his name was Olorus, if I remember correctly. I think I hired them some time ago, many years ago, actually.
What was his name?
Olorus. Olorus.
Well, it seems
I
we've got
am
two
the
options then.
oldest.
Either go directly to the rebel leader, or we try to break them in half and take away the majority of their fighting force.
Or we do both.
Both.
I was going to say,
Both.
personally, I'm in favor of doing both. I'd say we start with Labrax and then work our way down.
The only issue is going to be time. Perhaps we should split, go 2 one way and 2 the other way.
No.
He's kind
We
of
don't. We don't split the party again.
and he's pinching his eyes shut, and he says, "If only we had a way to flank them, get some men outside the city walls without them seeing." Everyone roll a perception check for me.
Dibs.
I was gonna.
I get the advantage.
Well, did you say
Okay, roll.
someone or everyone?
Everyone can roll. It's fine. It is a DC
Yeah.
18.
There you go.
Ooh,
Two of us passed.
damn. Gotta make these harder. Um,
Hey,
so
they get good rolls. They get good rolls.
when Kofu, when you hear Vernon mention something about a way to get out of the city, you notice like a skittering, like a sudden change in Ignatius' expression, and it's there for a second, and then it's gone.
You're
You're muted.
I say, you know something you're not telling us.
No, I'm just here to check in on you. I wanted to make sure you were making progress.
This is Ignatius?
This is Ignatius. No.
Mm.
I cast. Oh boy, I'm gonna
Insight
cast
check.
guidance. Yeah,
That's an
insight check
insight
for
check.
sure. I'm gonna cast guidance.
Well, I guess that would
on-
be Zach's insight because we didn't notice it.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
gonna
I
cast
say that out
guidance.
loud. I say that out
right?
loud. So you guys
Oh,
hear
that's
me
true.
like call him out.
Yeah.
What did Hanzo notice though? Being still also
I
perceptive,
beat
but a
the
different roll.
18. Yeah.
Did
you notice the same thing?
No, I chose the highest person that succeeded.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm gonna give Kofu guidance on that insight check.
On an insight check. Okay.
Can't you do that?
I mean, yeah.
I kind of knew that he was lying already.
I mean, an expression that changes doesn't mean he's lying. It just means that there's maybe something, or who knows. It says his expression changes.
And specifically when he mentioned a way out of the city. So I'm just gonna say, do you know a way out? Do you know something that could help us in this scenario?
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay, you have guidance.
I have guidance. Good call. Guidance is what? Is it a
Plus a D4.
D4.
D4?
It's like a bless kind of thing.
Come on.
I mean, persuasion's -1, guys.
It's okay. No, it's
Sorry. No, it's not.
not. Roll it anyway.
I think we just did.
Yeah, 5. Told you it's gonna be bad.
Ignatius says, "No, I'm sorry," and he says, "I
Okay.
must get back to Thaddeus," and he
Wait,
leaves.
before
No.
he
Whoa.
Sorry, it's over.
He can't just walk away. I'm gonna prevent him from walking away. He didn't give me an opportunity to do anything here. Really-
You did. You gave guidance to Kofu.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
That's something.
What was that about, Kofu?
He knows something. He knows a way out of the city. I'm sure of it. When
I'm
we
gonna
when we
look
mentioned him
over-
trying to find a way out, he knew a way out.
Without anybody knowing. I'm just gonna start looking around the temple. Wait, no, we're not in the temple anymore. We're in this other dude's place. I look at Vernon. Vernon, do you know anything about any secret ways in and out of the temple? Or in and out of the city. You're a damn guard. Like, you're leader of the guard.
Conversation and not brought that up.
Wait, what?
You think I would have had this whole conversation and not brought that up?
No, I mean, I know, but like, think of anything, like anyone you know, any time when you were a kid, anything you ever saw. Like, use your noggin.
Just
I'm gonna also do that. Can I do a history check from any time that I've been in Iclea to know about some secret passage in and out?
it's not something that's in a history book,
Nah.
or would be in a history book. There's 4 entrances to the city, 5 including the port. I've thought about sending men by ship south to land on the coast, but that will take days, and there's not a substantial enough force to. If they met 5,000 men in open fields in a pitched battle.
All right, fuck it. How many? What do we have any? Do we have any information on how many people are in what place around the city? Is it like completely surrounded, or is one gate less attacked than another?
It's basically completely surrounded right now.
Okay, we're gonna have to blast out one gate and we're gonna have to ruin some people, because if we can't get any men out, then we're not gonna be able to make a counteroffensive unless we're just attacking them from the walls and we just want to wear them down. But
So guys, we're going to go over a little bit of special mechanics for this session. Okay. we are dealing with a time-sensitive issue, right? We have till dawn, supposedly, right? If we're going to make it out of here. So the way we're going to do that is we have 8 hours until dawn. We have just spent one of those hours discussing tactics. Each time you guys roll for a narrative, I'm going to give you some narrative options, okay, to do one of these tasks. It's going to take away an hour, right? Likewise, if we commit to battle, at the end of each turn, an hour will go away. Okay, so you will have a certain amount of hours.
That's crazy.
So Max will beat 40 people. There's no point of fight.
Yeah. Like the other thing is like it's 6 seconds in a turn. 6 seconds. Most combats don't last more than a minute.
Correct. But battles don't last 6 seconds, right? So parallel to your battle, whenever that form takes, there is going to be a narrative battle that actually has a same turn as you guys, same rounds. Each time that narrative battle completes its round, it's 1 hour. All right. So yes, you'll have a time limit for your battle, but in terms of at the end of your turn, there's a narrative round. That is the overall.
Yeah, it makes sense not to do combat then. So we'll just not fight, and then we'll just have to flee every.
Make it all narrative. Yeah.
Well, right, because there's no point in fighting because fights go for 4 or 5 rounds. Like that's 4 or 5 hours passing away. We have no time to do even just one thing.
We would kill like 28 people max.
We have like 7 hours already.
7 rounds.
Yeah. What I've been saying.
7 rounds is a lot. That's a lot for a battle.
Depends on how many people you're fighting and what's going on.
It does. It does.
15,000.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's fuck it up. I don't care if the mission fails. It's not my mission. It's y'all's mission. So, Strabo will make it to the island. Strabo will make it to the island whether we like it or not. So let's just go.
I mean, the question is how many we need to get to the boat before the 8th round is up. So we need to be out of combat by the 7th round. Is that how this goes?
No, but because we're gonna need time to get through the city, so that's gonna take an hour too, probably.
Okay. So if you guys exit combat under the round limit, you will make it back to the ship in time.
Oh, okay.
That means we have to do it all in 7 rounds. Like we have to bail out with
6 rounds. We actually have 7 already left, so we have 6 rounds that we can fight.
You started with 8. You have spent 1.
So we have 7 left. It's going to take us time before we get into combat, whatever we're doing.
I'm not going to count that. So
no, you said anytime there's a narrative check. So if we're not fighting and we're trying to convince people, an hour will go by, and then if it doesn't convince them, then we have 6 hours to fight. That's
right. So we're going to have to decide how much.
So let's not try to persuade anyone. Let's just fight everyone.
Okay.
We've gone back and forth on that so many times in that one sentence.
Just saying. Not going to persuade people and fail.
Yeah, I think it's a fair restriction.
I'm not.
Who has the best persuasion here? Yeah, I'm
0.
flat.
Do we have a face? Do we have a face? Does our party have one?
Annalise is our face.
Yeah, she was. Well, or Aurelia was.
She was, yeah. Annalise says now.
I mean, I can do like +2 on persuasion, so we'll see if that's any good. All right, well, let's head out. So we got to go somewhere, right? He said, what did he say to do?
Can we see the
I know what to do.
Can we see Lebrax from like the wall?
You can see his camp.
How far is it away?
A few hundred meters.
Not far, but there's a lot of people between us and him.
So I think that's where we make our distraction. If we can make it in front of the castle or his camp or whatever, wherever it is, if we can make it a large enough distraction and draw them to us, we can surround them. And then, like we told them, we're leaving before dawn.
Okay.
Even to get him in range.
Or dusk, sorry.
Kill him, and he said like a lot of people could probably bail out, or probably leave if their leader died.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'd be really beneficial, at least if we can hit it 1, then hopefully a few thousand will bail.
So, if, for example, if we were going to bribe the mercenary faction to try and deplete the troops, what you would need is a deception check, because what you're doing is an overall deception activity. So, you'd have to decide on someone to make the deception check.
Yes,
And
Grail.
Nope.
No.
I'm
Oh.
terrible at that.
yeah,
Oh.
no one has charisma.
Mine's
So-
flat too. Yeah.
So yeah, this is
All
where-
right. Well, I'm gonna. Why can't I do persuasion? I can't persuade them to leave.
because you're doing a kind of devious act. So I'm gonna make you do a deception check.
You can still be persuasive in devious acts. Deception is implying that I'm lying. I thought.
So this is more of a narrative thing. It's not like we're talking about the word you're speaking to him, because we're talking about kind of who would be best at this activity. It would be a conniver, a deceiver, right? Someone who,
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
You're
I
right.
guess. I feel like you could be intimidating and get the same point across, but that's just me. So
I can
let's
also
go talk
shoot-
to him. I'll roll guidance on myself for a deception check and hope that
We can
to
tie
Adona
him.
that I pass.
I can tie a letter to an arrow, shoot it like at the ground towards his camp.
or like narratively, you could send out Hanzo to sneak in and deliver a letter to the.
I want to leave and put myself at risk by myself.
Send out a spy to deliver a letter to.
Well, then whose stat
Alright.
is that on?
So that's one option. You don't have to do that.
Oh,
I mean, if we're trying to
I'm
send
trying
out
to
a letter,
understand.
like, so go ahead.
I mean, if the deception is an option, did the church actually or the temple actually say if they were going to back that with actual gold, or are we legit trying to just bold-faced lie to them in that
Councilman
scenario?
Cosimo is the speaker of the council. He's willing to offer 500 gold and a few tons of grain for the mercenaries.
All right, well, that's a bargaining chip, if nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're offering that for what? They're going to lay down their arms, or we're going to let them into the gate? Because that doesn't sound promising either.
Probably their offer. It's the offer to have them walk away,
Okay.
therefore depleting the enemy forces. Right.
Gotcha.
all right, fuck it. Let's send a spy or bird or something to tell them that we're gonna offer them that gold and that grain for them to walk away. And let's also, while we send that off, let's all go try to
Go talk to
sneak
that
in.
Rex.
Yeah, sneak into the camp to talk to them, motherfucker.
I'm in favor of hedging a bet.
So the way this would work is a message would have to be delivered. The gates are watched too quickly, too much.
And how about we deliver it personally? We just
Yeah,
walk
can't
right up there. We don't
be
have to
the
sneak.
deliverer?
We just say, hey, we have a
I guess
message.
if you wanted to white flag it and go out there, you guys could do it.
Yep. I think let's do that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the first person that fucks with us is going to get absolutely destroyed, and then they're going
Right.
to definitely want to back the fuck up.
So we're delivering a message.
Okay. A white flag
We're
trip.
walking right up.
Last question. Do we want to go to
So-
Lebrecht first, or try to go to the mercenaries? Because if people
So-
see us go into mercenaries, that's going to raise questions.
No, we sent the message to the mercs while we go talk
We're-
to the guy.
That's, he's
We're-
saying we can't just blade face send a message. We have to give
I
it
thought we said
ourselves.
we could send a spy or something. I thought that was one of the first things we talked about.
So you could. So sending a spy, right? You're going to do a roll for that. That takes an hour.
Right,
But we could
I'm
do that.
doing
We
that
could
at
do
the
that
same
while
hour that
simultaneously.
We
we're
send a
also
spy,
doing
and we could
something.
walk to the.
Because we're not the ones
to the
doing
camp.
the message. Exactly. Doesn't take an hour for us to tell the guy.
You guys did another check to persuade him, right? That's another hour.
So we can't do those checks at once.
So
There
I
can't be
would
two.
run for every option and see what works. You're going to have to choose,
Okay, so
right?
So we don't have two washing machines, so we can't wash two sets of clothes.
I'm
at the
saying
same time.
everything we do requires a lot of preparation, right? You can't just walk out the gates like, bye, Vernon, we're going out, right? there's planning that has to go into all these things.
Yeah, what we're arguing that if sending a spy takes an hour while the spy's going and doing his thing, can we also do our thing?
Right. I understand that you won't think of there's multiple things at a time. The point though is you have like points to spend, right?
Okay.
You have
Well,
8 points
then,
to spend
yeah,
to do
it's
these
just maybe.
Well, then, do you
maybe it
guys
would
just
be
want to
easier
go
do it with
straight?
points.
Let's just go straight to what's his name, chop his head off, and then we can tell everybody, hey, he's dead. Take this deal or
Yep.
die.
Yep. Okay,
Easy
let's
option.
do it. I'm down.
You want
I'm
to
down for that.
white flag out there and then attack the leader. Is that the idea?
What
No,
do
we're
you-
not going to attack him.
Very-
We're going to talk to him.
You're just gonna do the persuasion, try to persuade him separately.
Yeah, if that doesn't work,
We're
then
delivering a
going
message.
Yeah, the message will be heard
And-
one way or another.
And this is to Lebrax, the leader, right?
Yeah.
Not the mercenary.
We're going to the leader
Yeah.
of this army's camp. That's in charge of there's like thousands of people around him as well.
Right.
And us four are going.
Right.
Right, we're trying to give him a deal. And if he doesn't take the deal, then they're all screwed.
Then we die.
No,
We
then
don't
we
have
die.
a deal for the
Or
rest.
then they die. Wait, are we not on board with this? I thought we're killing all of them.
There
And
are
not if there's
thousands
thousands of them.
I would think we'd be telling you if you try to face thousands of men as a four-man team, you will die. This
They
will
can
be
jump on us all at once and kill us. Like they don't even need to
Yeah, I
fight
mean,
us.
Yeah, this was a
All right,
half-baked
well then
idea
fine.
in the beginning.
But then just send the mercs, send the spy to the mercs, and let's see what happens.
And then we'll go from there.
We have an
Agreed.
hour to spare.
Yeah, and then we do our 1 hour with him, and then we do the next hour sending a message to the guy. And if he comes back as a head and not as his full body, then we know he's not into it, and we know he wants to fight us.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you're going to start by trying to bribe the
The mercs.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
roll
and
guidance on myself and
This is
persuasion.
option.
And then
It's the
no,
best
it's
roll I can
deception.
get.
This is deception.
Damn it. That's right, deception. Okay, forgive me. Whatever.
Now, before you roll,
Oh, sorry.
you have no, never mind. It's cool.
Yeah.
Roll that guidance.
So 13.
13 works.
There you go.
You receive
All right.
a message back. There's a slight adjustment. He wants a few more 100 gold, but Councilman Cosmo agrees.
Fine.
And the mercenary pledges not to engage in battle with forces of the city. So that
Do you
leaves
know
you.
how many mercenaries there are? I said, do you know how many mercenaries there are?
Yeah,
out of the
there's
army?
probably 1,000 mercenaries somewhere
So
around
it's
there.
thinner, but also that's probably a lot of the more experienced muscle that they have.
But you're down another hour. That gives you 6 rounds of combat.
And I think at that point we do have a bargaining chip of if we do still want to talk to leaders saying, hey, you don't have to do this considering that we just took care of a lot of your fighting force. And if we want to turn that into a conversation, it's possible. I'm still not in favor of an assassination by ourselves because that will end in our death.
We can also tell them basically, hey, we're going to dump all this grain into the river if you take a step in here. So,
I mean, mutually
call
assured
it
self-destruction always works, right?
right, I mean, it's like, hey, either we all die.
I mean,
or
that's
you
going to
guys- I mean,
happen
just
if
don't
they
get your shit
raid.
too.
So if we attempted to persuade Lebrax, that would be another spend of your hourly points, right? So
I
currently
think we have 1,000 men that left, right?
somewhere around there, probably. Yeah,
With our intel, how many men are left?
roughly 4,000 men.
And how many men do we have?
You have the Ichlian Guard, which are probably considered one of the best soldiers in the Eastern Empire. And then you have the militia, which you have roughly 1,000 militiamen.
We should have hired the
And how
mercenaries.
many Ichlian Guard?
Roughly 400.
We should have hired the mercenaries just to kill.
That's
the
what
other
I'm
guys
thinking.
with the
You should have
leaving.
hired the
That's
mercenaries.
a lot more expensive.
That would have been a lot
That's-
harder. It's a
Yeah.
lot easier to convince them to walk away than to
True.
fight a
Turn in.
force that's 4 times larger than them.
True.
Well, let's go for the same effect on the rebellion. Let's send a message to the leader
Okay.
and tell him that he should back down, or at least think about their situation, because we've removed part of their army for whatever reason, and the odds are not in their favor.
Okay.
Right? What is it? Is it deception, or is it persuasion, or is it intimidation?
Persuasion. Yeah.
Not bribing.
Possibly intimidation, maybe.
I mean, I'll persuade him. That's the
Okay.
best I got.
So before you start, he's known to be a pretty steadfast guy. The DC for this would be 17. So
17. Oh,
A lot harder.
Probably fail. Okay.
I can
Is
write
there
something.
all I can do is guidance. All I
like
can do is
thieves'
guidance on
cant.
myself.
He's not a thief. It's not going to mean a whole lot.
I don't know. I figure like I can write like almost like a secret, like, "Hey, we're homies" message. Like, you don't want to do this, but like in secret code.
If he's
Well,
a
here,
rogue
before I do
or-
this, before we spend this next hour, if it doesn't work, what is our plan?
We leave.
Okay, we're just gonna bounce
I
and
mean,
be like, all right,
the
good
only
luck.
other option that I'm not in favor is a show of power, not death. But that seems pretty standard, and they may not be intimidated by that alone.
yeah, I would consider that like an intimidation roll, probably.
So
Now, are the mercenaries
you
the
good at
ones
that?
that were all drunk as we were walking in?
I mean, you saw a good portion of rebels. They had broken into the vineyards and stolen the uncured wine. But that was by no means not all the forces. There's,
Right.
there's still a good amount of force in the actual camp itself that weren't reveling, right? Weren't drunk. So there are definitely some of them probably that are drunk or starting to get a hangover, but I think it would be a mistake to consider them to just be
Okay.
all
really
No, I was just
disgusting.
asking if
Let's
they
do it.
were part of the mercenary group, if they were just individual rebels.
It would be too difficult to say this one's a mercenary
Gotcha.
and this one's not. Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah, it's not like they wear different clothes, right?
I just figured they had difference in armor. Or...
I mean, yeah, some of them are, retired veterans or something like that and have some old armor. A lot of them have armor they've picked up off of soldiers when they've raided, small
I just
garrisons
had
and
a
stuff.
crazy idea that might work. What if we just walk Strabo out there? If the populace is as infected as everyone else in here, it might be intimidating enough to draw them off, but that could make it
Yeah,
worse.
puts him in danger, which we can't have. Beyond
With
that, he
us
already is
around.
doing his plan where they're meeting people to try and cure them one by
Oh, I
one.
know.
And that's like the whole point. We're trying to quell this rebellion while they're doing that. All right, I'm ready to make the persuasion check.
I wonder if we mentioned that to Lebrax and be like, "Yo, we have someone who can cure this illness."
That's a good. Well,
Do you have? Or like,
Strabo
Are you
is
ready
a
to hear him?
secret.
so I mean, is it a secret? We're leaving anyway.
yeah. Well, they're not privy to know that, so I'm gonna go with the persuasion check and gonna
that's
give
probably the
myself
safest one.
guidance again.
So make the roll, just so you know, that will bring us down to
5 hours.
It'd be
5
6.
hours. 5.
We spent another one. The last check.
This will be the 3rd hour we've used.
We lost one talking. We lost one sending the message to the mercs. So that's
So this will be your third one. So we have
7
5
and
after this.
6. Right after this. Okay, yeah. Math.
Quick maths.
DC 17 if you're going to go for it.
I don't have any kind of. Anyone can't help me to give me advantage on this in any way. It's a single person's check.
No, I was going to say earlier I had advantage on deception.
In the skill.
I'm sorry. You can only hear one person when they're talking. What did you say, Jesse?
I said someone could help you, but they'd have to be proficient in the same skill you're using.
Is anyone proficient in persuasion?
Nope.
God damn
Wow.
it. Fuck.
I'm
No,
in
no,
intimidation.
No,
Oh, natural
Hey,
20. Let's
Kristen.
go.
There we go.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
And I'm rolling my guidance anyway, just to suck on that,
You
bitch.
got 26, 25,
Mm.
even 25.
That's a hell of a speech.
All right.
How but is this a letter that we wrote that like an
I'm
arrow?
fucking writing in calligraphy and shit.
I imagine you white flag it out there. Like you guys
Cool.
straight up go out there to meet him, and it's straight out the western gate, and this is also known as the Gates of War, where the for centuries the armies of Iclia have marched out to campaign, and it's also called the Heroes' Causeway because it is lined here in typical Adonan fashion with the sepulchres and tombs of fallen heroes, so that when anyone approaches, they get to witness the monuments of the dead. And so the rebels have been drinking and reveling amongst the tombs here. And you pick past them, and as you open the gates, you can see them leering at you from the shadows amongst the sepulchres, eyeing your white flag. You march out, and Labrax meets you at the far end. He's middle-aged with suntan skin and gray wavy hair, clean shaven, slightly older, but still has some of the strength of his youth still. And he eyes you critically. What do you think your persuasion argument would be? Is it simply?
I say,
Mhm.
I was thinking about this, so I wrote this in the chat just because I was thinking about it, and I was like, we are I mean, he obviously knows who we are based on our regalia, right? Like, he could tell we're Zygotantheon.
Right,
So I mentioned, like, we are the yoke of the gods. If you flee now and go back to your home, you will not be chased or run down. If you continue this rebellion, you will all die here tonight, and the choice is yours. The gods are watching.
If we depart from this rebellion, we will starve in our homes and our beds. There's no food. Men cannot flee from hunger.
As it turns out,
I threatened to burn the food, dude.
yeah, right now.
So,
but the thing is that they're still fleeing death because the plague will get them whether they have food or not. And I offer both my healing and my care to his group should they turn away from this at a later time. Obviously, I gotta come back to them.
Even as you're talking to him, he's standing there, and there's just ranks of soldiers just kind of standing behind him. These rebels, and they look like peasants. They got torn clothes, maybe a bit of armor here and there, carrying adze and picks and farm tools, basically. And you can tell, even as you speak to Labrax, that nothing is coming across him. He is completely steadfast. But beyond him, you can see the faces of the peasants, and these people do not want to fight.
I hold out. I'm gonna hold out the bag and pour a ginger candy into my palm, and I'm going to hold it outwards to Labrax. Be like, take it. Take this from my hand, as a gesture.
He kind of like frowns at you and then plucks the bag from the palm of your hand and opens it up, and he's like, "What is this?" And he turns it over, and he shakes out some candies. Is this a joke?
Try one.
With candies?
You have hunger in your belly. It will be gone after you have one. Try
He
it.
throws it to the side, but even as he does so, you can see it's quickly snatched out.
People running.
People are like, again, they're popping the candy. And even as they do that, you can see, one of them eats the candy. He says, "I can feel it. The power of the gods in my veins. I have no hunger." And even as he does that, Murmur runs through the ranks of Labrax's army, and
I say again,
Labrax it looks like he's starting to get really pissed now. But the change has already come. You can see the murmur growing in the crowd. And even then, you start hearing shouts in the crowd like, "What will we do for food tomorrow? We're starving. We don't want to fight, but we don't want to starve."
It is a tough problem. Hunger is not an easy solve. Like I said, I've offered my service, my help, and also perhaps we can make a bargain or a deal.
Councilman Cosimo, who helped arrange the meeting, has been kind
Is
of
he there
staying.
with us?
Yeah, he's been like behind you guys.
Oh, damn.
And
I didn't know that this guy was with us. I thought it was just us four.
I didn't know we all rolled. I thought it was just you going out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
let
that
me
would
have
be
you
crazy.
out there.
No, it's
No,
narrative.
no.
It's big flag, big group going in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a party, you know. And Cosimo, kind of seeing the shift in the crowd, says, "I will donate 20 tons of grain to feed the hungry." And with that, there's like a roar that kind of goes through the crowd where people are all of a sudden like, they realize that they're going to eat tomorrow. They realize that that will be some food for their families for the next week. And you start hearing shouts like, "Bless you, thank you so much, we are in your debt." And Labrax throws the white flag to the ground. He says, "You have poisoned my people, but you've not poisoned me.
So be
Well,
it.
my army may not fight, but I will."
I'm gonna step forward. It's like,
Yep.
stand down.
Can I give her guidance on an intimidation check, and can you go 2 times size to just really
that
fucking
was my
intimidate this
that was
guy?
my next sentence, is to stand down and grow big. Just there is a show of force, but I'm thankful that we're doing this the talking way.
Yes, and I just like on her like I guess
Zach's
it's like her
muted and
hip.
he's doing something.
It's like her hip. I just like guidance.
All right.
I also just like stomp my foot while you do this, and just kind of like flex, and I cast that kind of this defensive field, so you see like this blue glow of like electricity kind of surge through my armor.
Do not get the wrong idea. We are here to help, but you are not making this any better.
Intimidation?
With advantage?
So it's you just grew. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do, Labrax, friend says, "I will fight you," and a couple of his men behind are like, his fervent supporters are like, "Yes," and they're like with him. And then as soon as you grow up, they just buckle and they just like, food. Labrax is completely taken off guard and takes some steps back, but his face quickly hardens again. He says,
Choose your next words wisely, boy, for they may be your last.
"I rather die." Rob on the foot. He pulls his sword. Everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Ah!
We got 5 hours.
5 hours to beat up a
I
kid.
natural won the initiative. Damn it, whatever.
You're amazing.
So we have 4 hours, because we have 5 hours till daybreak, so we only have 4 hours to fight.
Oh yeah, it's true. 4 rounds.
'Cause we need a round to get back to the boats.
No, he said we didn't need a round to get to the boat, right? You said we didn't need a round to travel through the
Oh,
town.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
I thought
cool.
we did need a round.
No, but I was worried about. I wanted a round because I was worried about if we're traveling to the boat, something could get us in the way, and I want to make sure that we have it.
Just have to exit the map or in the battle before the time is up. That's all.
Okay.
There was some
So,
real
yeah.
awesome like accordion music going there for a second. I was digging it. It was getting.
All right. So most of Larax's army has disintegrated and moved away. However, he still has his most fervent supporters because you guys. Can you guys see the map?
Yeah. What,
Okay.
what are these? Are these tombs? Oh,
These are
okay.
tombs.
Those are tombs.
Yeah, these are the tombs lining the road.
Gotcha.
I'm going to direct you to the top right of the corner of the map here. You see this here? It's like blocked off.
It's
Yeah.
just black, yeah.
It's
Right.
just black, yeah.
You should let's see.
Is that his
Because
loot
the
cache?
lighting. There you
You
go.
guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a narrative battlefield. Okay. This does
Okay,
not-
so it's like separate from what's going on right
This
now.
is separate from what you guys are seeing below. Okay.
Okay.
If you guys look in the handout section, there is something that says battlefield units.
Ooh.
Do you see that?
Iclian
Okay.
Guard.
In there, you have the Iclian Guard. This is a character sheet. This represents the Iclian Guard.
Dope.
Okay. And this unit, likewise, represents the Iclian Guard. These soldiers, these thugs here,
Thugs.
represent the rebels. However, you have paid some of those rebels off. So they are not here.
Hey.
So we're going to take one of these thugs away.
I should have used the. I should make nuke tokens from the artwork. Big brain.
All right.
I get those ready. Before we start, can I just say, like, since I said I stepped forward and grew, can we say that I'm there and big?
That's fine. And then, is this initiatives here? Okay, cool. Damn, we got some low initiatives right now.
Hell yeah. And no one got inspiration this time, I don't think.
Yeah, no one did. And that was... two. Rough.
Who?
Natural one. Me.
Oh, I got a 5.
Better than
So did
two.
Kofu.
How much initiative or soft skills in this party? Actually, Hanzo usually does really good.
Yeah, I have a 14, but it's yeah. That's the best I can do. And still the highest of the crew, but still.
All right, Hanzo is 14.
Oh, that was so perfect.
Yeah, you guys did actually really well on that. Especially for doing it. It's an impact
Multitasking.
science, right? So,
Well, I mean, nat 20 on a persuasion when you need a DC 7. I mean, whoo,
Yeah, that was all luck.
all luck.
And he still wasn't persuaded.
Yep.
He
Well,
was
I
like,
mean,
"Nah, I'm not gonna
he
do it."
wasn't.
Everyone else
What it
was.
was, though, we persuaded everybody else, which is what actually matters.
That's very true. Very true. Cut the
See,
numbers
guys,
down a little bit,
when you
hopefully.
when you just talk out your problems, you get to have a fight anyway.
I
Hey,
look
much of
over
a
at
talker.
Annalise. I love fighting. I don't know why, but I love this. Like, he's just living it. Gets to fight alongside his niece again, and, you know, for Aurelia.
What I say, he likes to get grandiose.
Oh yeah, what about Emilio? What the fuck was Emilio doing this whole time?
yeah,
Emilio.
watching you guys kick ass.
Okay. Thanks, Emilio.
I don't really have any soft skills either, so.
Yeah. That's the
Alright.
truth. We really don't have any. Like, this is the combat team.
I forgot, I have to take away one of these thugs too because he has abandoned the Brax.
Baby,
Should we just let Annalise 1v1 him?
please.
Just commentate. I'm gonna grab my cane and use it like a mic and just be like the commentator. It's totally out of
Like
context.
some WWE stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting the chair! Boom.
Come on, elbow drop. Fucking giant elbow drop. Let's
Hey,
go.
we might have one, you don't know.
Or are you supposed to be big?
Yeah.
You don't appear big. Since I go probably last in the combat, I will be right back.
Dang it.
There are a lot of dead bodies lying around. We did not kill these people.
Yeah, it's battle.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking, like,
People die all the time.
if these guys were there when we walked in, it's like, man, we are doing the right thing.
Maybe they're just drunk people.
That's what my second thought.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just
maybe
people
they're
are just
trashed.
passed out. Like they're not even dead.
They're just like wake up in the middle of the fight, like, what? Oh no, okay, just leave me alone.
It's super empty stomachs and they've been drinking, so drink a glass of wine and they're trashed.
Just wake up hungover in the middle of a battle. Oh fuck
Yeah,
happened
but-
last night?
All right, so let's see.
That's the hangover redo I want to see. Is the medieval hangover where the entire group of friends wakes up in like the Battle of Waterloo or something. I don't know.
Okay. Let's move these around a bit. And Konzo's at the top, as usual.
We dead yet?
No. Arranged.
Perfect. Oh, shit. Are these drunk people on the ground, or are they dead?
Little column A, little column B.
Just
Okay,
we were
cool.
just talking about that.
So, yeah, only a small percentage of his armies have stayed to fight with him. But upon seeing the force, what's going to happen, Cosimo quickly like turns and starts booking it back to the wall.
Yeah, good. Keep running.
Even as he does so, the gates part, and you see Vernon standing in front of a column of Iclean guard. And they come pouring out and to your aid, and within moments, the battle is clashing around you.
And that's what we see up in the top right.
So the top right is the narrative battlefield for the armies.
Yeah.
And then what you see below is your...
Right. But Vernon's not with us. Vernon's
Yeah,
the
he's
Iclean
doing
guard
his
up in
own
the
thing.
corner. Cool, got it.
It's part of the forces that are in the Iclean guard. So, Hanzo, it is your turn, sir.
Oh, shit.
All right. So, seeing all this go down, I'm probably going to start targeting the big bad just to kind of try to wear him down a little bit. So I'm going to move over here past Grail. Excuse me, pardon me. 5, 10, 15.
Little fox man.
Just going in between your legs, just like scooting around the corner. And then I'm going to
get out of there.
I'm going to use my racial trait of Fury of the Small.
Okay.
To gain advantage on the attack against Lebrax. Because as I get over him or go past Grail through his legs, I end up pulling out my bow at the same time, knock one arrow, aim it right at his face, his big ugly face.
Okay.
Dang.
Take a shot.
Pew.
25 to hit,
Hits.
but I also will do, let's see here, so I get the shittiest sneak attack. I rolled all ones for my sneak attack damage. I'm going to reroll one of those. With my piercer. Okay, so it does 3 sneak damage, 9 piercing, and then 10, 11, 12. And then I also do another 4 damage for Fury the Small. So I do 16 damage through his face.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my cunning action to just swing around this corner here, come back to it, and kind of get out of sight.
So, the arrow lets fly right into his leather cuirass in his chest, and he takes it and he reaches up and plucks it up, and throws it on the ground. It is Labrax's turn.
Oh, I need to roll a
Boy.
stealth check as well here. Too high to get behind the pillar at least, so 18.
18, I'm gonna take that. It's gonna be a little harder because you're in the middle of battle, so but 18 will pass.
Cool. Yeah, I was just basically just to get behind this pillar. So I'm basically, it's more so just getting full cover.
Yeah.
But now I guess technically
Oh,
hiding
right.
stuff.
Did we say Labrax is Adonin?
Brax
He
is
says Thrax.
Thraxan, so he's from the hills east of west of the creek. But they are like a kind of like client. They're client. Most of them are clients to the Adonin.
Gotcha.
Okay, he has. All right. What does he got here? So he has a clutch of javelins. He hefts the javelin, and he's going to throw it straight at you, Annalise.
Yeah, you are. You gonna try?
You're the biggest target.
Doesn't
Probably
mean
not
I'm easier
hard.
to hit. Yeah. I mean,
And-
my AC, I got shield, so 19 is AC.
He got a. What is it? He beat it. He got it. 16 plus 7.
Nice.
So that's a hit. That is. You take 9 piercing damage as the javelin flies the air and sticks into your shoulder. Before you reach up and you grab the spear, even as so, he's already letting loose a second javelin.
Cool. That was reduced by 3 for having full feats.
That one flies wide. All right.
And Elise has some really cool feats.
Hey, you know, I'm not a streamer or anything. Don't ask for pics of my cool feats.
Cool feats.
I get it. I see what he did
Have
there.
a,
That was
have a
good.
feats fetish.
A lot of D&D players have that
Really?
fetish for cool D&D feats. Yeah.
D&D?
They usually like
Oh,
humans.
I get you.
Yeah.
I only have one cool feat. Yeah.
FEAT.
Thing is, I don't profess a lot of D&D nerds to be crazy about FEET as well.
I don't know. What are you guys into?
I never understood that one, but
Yeah, me neither.
hey.
Teach their own, dude. I don't judge
Anyway,
anyone anymore.
so back to damage.
you.
What happens next?
So the thug also throws a javelin at you, and that also goes wide. I'm gonna
Hell
stop
yeah.
shooting at you because your armor class is too high. And then it is Emilio's turn.
Do they just stay where they are?
Yeah, they're not approaching. They're just fucking javelins at you guys.
Fair enough.
Emilio is going to do the same. 10, 15, 20.
Like how they're just throwing spears at each other. Or javelins.
Yes.
Kind of like a spear.
Classical dueling rules, man. Spear throw first, then engage. Okay. Emilio is going to throw his spear. I think that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he strikes the thug with his spear. Oops, that was just damage. Those dice. Spear lodges in the thug's thigh. It is Kofu's turn.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and you take my movement and move forward here. And then from here, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. It's gonna take you guys a while to get there. I'm gonna go with Magic Missile and just send them all at Librax.
Okay.
So right on. That's gonna be 14 force damage, if I'm not
Nice.
mistaken.
Damn. My
So
favorite spell.
you let out these orbs, I would say, right? And they fly around, spiraling and slam into his chest, one after
They're
another.
they're
three.
little tiny like suicide bomber nanobots.
Yes, like pow, 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 pow. And nearly knocks him from his feet, but he sways, raising his shield.
And then a fourth one goes wide as Dracorpion tries to join in.
All right, that is Grail's turn.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me double check power here. Action. Okay. I want to do that then. Okay, cool. I'm going to. So all we see are two people.
So
Just Librax and
currently, there are people fighting all around you.
Okay.
However, I do not want you to be worried about whoever's fighting around you. Your goal is kill Librax, or capture.
Yeah, I think we should capture him. Anna, can you get to him or no?
Nope. I mean, with a dash I
Alright.
can, but I want to do something.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move up 5 to 15, get next to my giant niece, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at Librax. And I forgot how to get my character sheet. There we go. Okay. Guiding Bolt.
Damn.
I don't know why I rolled with so many dice. Does a 22 hit?
Do you roll regular dice or do extra?
46. It's just a high roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why there's
It
extra dice
displayed
in there, but
weird.
it added the right amount of dice in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a 22 to hit with 16 radiant damage.
And 16 damage. All right.
The
Attack
next
advantage.
attack against him has advantage because he is
what
now
is,
glowing light. So
what
what
is
it looks like is I do it like Aurelia did. Basically, well, she never actually had a chance. Hold because I have this Vicar's cane. Hold it up to the sky, and it like begins to glow with like radiant energy, and then I just like cast a bolt out with it, and just illuminates Librax.
So he's struck, and he's the roller looking down like as he's like glowing. And well, at least now it is your turn.
All right. Well, my turn's not going to be anything too exciting because I'm still very far away. So, I can scoot by here. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just going to get out in front of everyone and actually just hunker down and take the dodge action, putting my shields and sword just kind of like braced up against each other with, 2 forearms.
Okay. So you're just like taking defensive position, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
but I can't hear you talking.
Can we do like a performance check to make the Iclean Guard do better in their turn, or no? We can't affect it.
So that's another thing I forgot to mention. One of you could decide to be a commander if you wanted. That means on your turn, rather than do an action, you can do a soft skill to try and influence the guard. Okay?
Could I use a spell to influence the guard?
No.
Dang it.
You,
Even
you
if
can
it
do
was
a
like
soft skill. It's usually going to be charisma based or something like that. Charisma or some kind of command, or maybe sometimes a perception or something.
that's fair.
Okay. But it is the Iclean Guard's turn, so I'm just going to go say, someone will be the commander, otherwise I will command the Iclean Guard.
I mean, I thought that. I mean, why wouldn't you? I don't know why we would. Like,
It's
what is
you
it?
want to control. I'm just giving the option.
Oh, nah. I mean, I'm good. Like, they're attacking the rebels, right? And the rebels are attacking them. So,
They're doing their thing.
do we have a time counter?
So that was
Um,
round 1. Because that was the back
This
of
is
it.
the end of round 1, right? Because Hanzo is the top of the round. So this is so now we have 4 hours left.
we have 3 turns, and then that will be the end. Okay, so he's going to go ahead, and the Iclean Guard are going to attempt to flank the rebel army by curling up their left flank and enwrapping them. So what we're going to do is actually let's see what they got as powers. I haven't actually looked too much at these guys. Dude, they got some cool powers actually. Jesus Christ. Okay, they're gonna mop these guys up.
Well, they're the Iclean Guard for.
Right. Okay. It's +5 to their attack. I rolled a 5, so that's a 10. That does not hit. That one hits. And that is 1d6 plus 3. That's a 6. That's 9 damage. All right. So that's 9, and then they get another attack. That's another hit. And then another 9 damage. So, the Iclean Guard attempt to flank and badly bloody the rebel force. This is their turn to attack back, though. And they have a great axe attack. Miss. Because of the greater numbers, they are actually able to counter envelop the Iclean Guard. The rear flank of the Iclean column phalanx has to turn and face the encircling enemy. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh no!
Oh no! The drunkards are winning.
They're critting on drinking.
It's the way of the drunken fist, man. You know, it gets you places.
5 damage. All right, but the guard are holding formation. Okay, so we are down to 4 rounds left here. And that goes to the top of the turn order.
Hanzo, the
Hanzo.
Brax you have advantage on because I hit him with Guiding Bolt.
Hell yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move first. Now that I see this giant Annalise in my way, I'm going to go ahead and run around this statue here. So pulling out of my hiding space. 10, 15, 20. Kind of get behind this. Looks like it's maybe like a statue right here, whatever that is. I'll get next to it, kind of rest my arm on it to give me a little more accurate angle. And as I notice, the Brax is kind of shimmering over there. I'm going to shoot him again with my short bow. For a 21 to hit.
Does it definitely hit?
I'm going to re-roll one of my damage die. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that'll give me
Fuck 'em up.
additional 4 damage. So for I basically shoot him with my arrow for a total of 17 piercing damage, just straight in his chest.
All right, another arrow sinks into his other curve. 17.
It's like in Lord of the Rings, like when the Boromir's just getting like getting all these shots like
Lit up.
square in the chest. Yeah. R.I.P. Boromir. But I will use my
Sean
bonus
Bean
action.
and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use my bonus action to go ahead and hide again.
Okay.
But I will stay in the same spot. I'll just like kind of duck down.
You can roll for it real quick.
$25.
That counts. You're hidden in the din of battle. All about
I'm
you.
only
Even
4 feet
as
tall.
Even as you're hunting down, you see Icklean Guard battling a drunken rebel past one of the tombs. Vernon, you spot Vernon, and he charges through, and he yells to you, "We've been encircled." And it's Labrax's turn. 10, 15, 20. He bellows and charges you, Annalise, wielding his war club.
He's gonna
He
try.
has disadvantage.
Yeah, he does.
He has disadvantage? Why?
Because I took the dodge action.
All right.
That's why you take the dodge action.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I'm just kidding. No one ever dodges though.
I had a character I used to do it with a lot, actually. It's great for fighters.
Yeah, totally.
All right. That is a 19, so I got to re-roll it. And that's a fail. So the first swing flies and bounces harmlessly off your shield. But he doesn't want to attack. That's a hit, but he has to re-roll it. That's a fail. Bounced off the shield.
Yeah.
He has another attack, though. So
Try me.
that's a hit. That is a hit, too. So that last one comes through. Okay, that's 2d6. Okay. That second hit, he steps aside and just smashes you in the shoulder. That is 12 bludgeoning damage.
12 down to 9. Is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of his turn.
Alright, at the end of his turn, I would like to use my reaction to invoke my stone rune, which I think causes him to make a is it Constitution or Wisdom? Where is it? Wisdom saving throw DC, I believe, is 13. Let me check for a quick second, and I'll tell you what happens. Where is it? There's a plus Constitution. So, all right, is it 15? Yeah, it's 13. Sorry, it's DC 13 Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Yeah. So as he's like pounding through my shield, the center kind of nub in the middle just bursts into white glow, blinding him, hopefully.
Okay. Let's see. He has a +1 on this, so let's see what he gets. Yeah, he got 16, so he passes.
Okay, he's fine.
So it blows and he like holds up his eyes and he's just he starts battering your shield over and over blindly. It is the second thug's turn. He's going to fearlessly follow his leader to battle. Oh, that's definitely a fail. That is a hit, though, but he has to re-roll it.
Yeah, it's advantage, right?
Yep, for the whole round, yeah.
And that he misses everything. Clattering off your wall of a shield.
Tank.
It's like a door size now. Right?
Pretty much.
Equipment increase too.
It's a hobbit-sized door.
It's like a car hood.
Yeah.
And then that's Emilio's turn. 10, 15, 20.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, do I get hit by that?
No, he can angle it.
Okay.
You got all the space back here.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's 8 damage to either of them, I believe.
I think they
They gotta make
a
a dex save.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, ignore that. I tried to press show spell description.
But that drives me crazy. I hate that it doesn't like just pull it up. It shows that weird like metadata.
That's
Yeah, I know.
strange.
Damn you, roll 20.
It does it for me every time too. I don't even press that anymore.
Dexterity saving throw DC 14. Let's see if Librax can do it. He has a +2 to his dex, so. Oh, he fails. Okay. Let's see if the other guy fails. He passes. Okay. Alright, so I think the guy takes half damage then, right? Yep. So Abrax takes full and that takes half. So that's 3d6. Damn, so it's 5 and 2. So that's 13 damage to Librax as he is engulfed in flame. Emilio, you can see his eyes begin to glow and smoke begins to pour out the corners of his mouth. And he charges forward, raising his hand, and flames bloom from his fingers and encircle Librax and his minions.
Good job, Emilio. You finally did it.
Finally,
He killed one guy.
let's go.
No, but he's working on it. All right, Kofu, it's your turn.
All right, so Kofu like kind of grabs this mechanism around his wrist and pulls it back and charges this energy in his arm, and he starts running towards Librax and just tries to punch him right across the jaw.
Give him the red hook.
It's a 15 hit.
15 does not hit.
Alright.
Perhaps smashing your gauntlet away with his club.
AC 16, maybe 18, maybe. Does he have a shield?
He does.
Okay, so probably 18.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a step back. He doesn't get attack of opportunity because I have the mobile feat, so I'm just gonna take one step back there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let Draco take a shot at it as well.
It's a pretty cool feat you got there.
And again, it goes wide.
Real scaly.
You should move Dracorpian behind him if he can fly.
Grail, it's your turn.
Oh. Well then. I don't have a clear line of sight, so
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, it's fine. 15, 20, 25, 30. Hello. Get your hands off my niece. Wham! I'm gonna hit him with a inflict wounds level 2 in the face with the Vicar's
him
cane.
up.
Everyone's just coming after this guy's face.
That is a 15, which is a miss that you mentioned. That is a 2 bad. Bonus action, I will cast the Shillelagh.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Viewing
know
your
I was gonna cast Fairy Fire to start, and I regret not doing it now.
Okay.
all right to the battlefield units. Ichthyan Guard. He's going to. I'm just going to say it's going to shift. Let's try and make it weird. No attacks opportunity. He's going to attack. Let's see. Attack the rebel thugs on the right here. And if I remember correctly, they get 3 attacks. Plus 5. Oh, that's a 1. That's a 4. That's a 3. Holy shit.
You're doing this on purpose.
I'm
Yeah.
just rolling dice, man.
Change the dice. Go get a different one.
I mean, you guys can roll. I gave you an option to roll for him if you wanted to.
They would have rolled just as bad. That's the way the dice gods work.
So the Ichthyan Guard has stalemate with the rebel thugs. But the rebels get 2 attack back. So we're going to start with this guy.
They can roll ones too.
Or natural 20s like they did last time.
One of them did, yeah.
He's not that good at rolling dice.
Like he's doing it wrong. Do it the right way.
Yeah, come on, do it so that we win.
Watch, he's got natural 20. Watch.
So that was plus 4. So he rolled 17.
Yeah.
But the Ichthyan Guard have an 18 armor class.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
So that is
Might
why
as
we
well
get the...
roll the 1.
Oh, you rolled a natural 20.
There it is.
Called it. Called it.
That's so that one goes through.
Back. Don't speak anymore.
All right, I'll go. Let me know when it's my
okay.
turn.
So that's 12 damage to the Ichthyan Guard.
No,
Wow,
I'm back.
We're sorry.
So dramatic.
I mean, it's D&D, right? That's half of the thing.
It's one of the D's in D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons, Dragons, and Drama.
Ichthyan Guard down to 35 hit points out of 52. Holding they're steady, but the second flank of rebels encircling them is going to try and take them down. So we have another.
What the slogan isn't like D&D, we love drama? Isn't that what that is? I'm just kidding. No, it's TNT, we love drama, I think.
I think that's a new D&D show.
So attacks against it, and will now have advantage. They get advantage on their melee rolls. So
Is there flanking?
because they have reckless.
Oh. That's one.
Ooh, and that's a hit. I'm gonna roll just in case I get a almost 19, natural 19. That's a hit with a great axe.
Oh, geez, these are the rebels?
These are rebels.
Ouch.
We rolled low on the damage though. It's only 6 slashing damage to the Ichthyan Guard.
And Ichthyan Guard missed all 3 attacks on their
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. They
Not
rolled
going well.
a 1, a 3, and a 4, I think. What was that? 3 to 6. So it's down to 29 hit points for the Ichthyan Guard. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have everyone do a perception check for me.
Did I get skipped? Or is this
Did
still
you?
mid-round? I'm at the bottom
Usually
of the
right
turn
after
order.
Grail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you skipped Annalise. You did skip her.
It's just that was just the narrative time, anyways. So you can go.
Cool. Glad I said something. It's okay. I'm just gonna actually hit the small guy. Let's get him out of the way.
No,
Yeah.
kill the big
No.
guy. The
No,
small guy
no,
doesn't
no.
matter.
I mean, it's either that or I'm gonna try to
Okay.
grapple the big guy because I don't want to kill him.
Okay, well then non-lethal.
Just
then
do
you should
non-lethal
still
hits,
attack.
yeah.
All right, fine.
Just broadside him.
I almost want to call it a shield rush since I'm still just behind my shield then. So I'll hit him with my sword, but call it like a if he's just right in front of me with the shield.
Shield bash.
No, but why not flavor a sword? And with a miss too.
Yeah. So you go to shield bash, but he's able to step back, eluding the swing.
Action surge, dodge action again.
And it's a big shield. It's hard to dodge that. Okay.
Yeah, so
Everyone
I'll
make a
action surge to dodge.
Everyone make a perception check for me.
Are you action surgeon?
Yeah, to dodge.
Action search. Go ahead.
Oh, to dodge. Got it.
To dodge.
Okay,
So I'm
go.
resuming the dodge action of giving them disadvantage on hitting me. Oh, that's persuasion, but whatever. It's a natural one anyway. I'll take that.
Okay. Okay, Austin. So Hanzo, you're you got your bow drawn. You're trying to pick a shot around Annalise's massive girt
Feet.
there.
Yeah.
Trying to get a shot around or something. And you're looking through the din of combat. Like there's still people fighting all around you. You can see that the Ickling Guard are slowly being pressed in. And then you look through the maelstrom and to the edge of the battle, and you see a lone figure standing at the edge of the glade, and you remark on the hollow cheeks and rictus grin and the blackened eyes, and is looking straight at you like it recognizes you. It is one of the lost. And even as it stares at you, you can see the mandibles begin to slide out its mouth. The lost are here. You hear a cry up from the rear ranks of the rebels. All of a sudden, the confusion is heightened. Now rebels are charging past you, their eyes wide and white. They're charging aimlessly past you, running from the battle. Some don't understand. They're still fighting. Ickling Guard run to engage them, but then you see them turn and run themselves. The Lost are among the fighters now, mixing, adding more chaos to the maelstrom. And Hanzo, it is your turn.
All right. Is that a lost right behind me?
That is Lost right there.
Awesome. Love that. Cool. Yeah, seeing this, I'm going
Don't be
to.
concerned with the things going on in the battle, he said.
I'm going to basically just tuck and roll out and take my disengage cunning action.
And we are down to 3 rounds, by the way.
Yeah, we're leaving right now. That's the
Well,
plan.
Are we trying to bail out?
We should probably fall back to the gate and tell the
We
guards
need to
fall
tell
back.
we need to tell the town. Yeah, we gotta warn them.
Yeah, Hans, I just yells, "What the hell we're doing here?" And I'm going to instead. Yeah, I'll use my. Oh fuck! I'm not gonna disengage. I'm just gonna run it. and take my. I guess I can't even. I can get to the gate in like a move. I'm sorry. I'll take disengage to avoid that contact. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get out here with my regular movement.
Is that the direction we're going?
Is
Yeah,
that the
That's
gate?
where we came from.
Back towards the
Yeah,
gate.
the gate, right?
Okay.
And then I guess seeing this happen, I'm not gonna go the full 30. I'll go ahead and just shoot the zombie as I walk away, just to prevent it from trying to attack me.
Okay.
That one right there.
Its attack of opportunity failed. So.
Cool. I took disengage anyway
Oh, you did. Okay.
with my cunning action, just my bonus action.
There it is.
Finally.
That's a crit, sir.
Don't sneak up on me. There's no sneak attack though. But
All right, what's the damage?
Still good.
let me re-roll one second here. It's 13 before re-roll. Actually, no, those are all pretty decent rolls. I'll keep it at 13, and yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Right. So you let loose the arrow and it sinks into the lost neck. It slumps to the side and hits the wall, but then pushes off and begins staggering out into the causeway.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, a 4, and a 4, so it's like if I roll again, it's like slim chance of me getting higher, and even if I do, it's like probably won't
You're
kill
good.
him.
All right, it's Labrax's turn.
Oh wait, I do get 1 additional damage die because of Piercer.
Okay, go ahead and roll
I
it.
forgot about that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right. And the critical hit. Oh.
You're a damage powerhouse, dude.
Do 1 more. So 19 damage on that
All right,
guy.
all right. It is still up though. The arrow still.
Shit. All right, that's it.
And as Labrax's turn, seeing you approach Grail, he grimaces. He says, "You poisoned the hearts of my people. Now I will take yours."
You destroyed my cottage.
You don't even know that. You haven't been there.
I assume so.
All right. Does a 18 hit you?
On the dot.
All right. You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Can you just tank that
As
on the
he
shield?
hobbles you across the shoulder with his club, but he has 2 more attacks. I gotta flatten this. Alright. You were able to parry both of his following swings. And it is the thug's turn. Whoa, what's he gonna do? Let's see if he breaks, huh? Let's see. We're gonna cost that on charisma.
Does he see the zombies?
He's picking up that something going right, not going right here. So he's gonna stay in. So he's gonna swing on you, Annalise.
Good luck.
That is a fail. He's got another swing. That also is a fail. Cannot find a niche in your defense. You ward off his blows with your, what'd you say, hobbit door sized shield?
Basically.
All right. And it is Mila's turn. Die, rebel scum! And he's going to attack. What did I do with
With advantage because he's flanking? About time.
Yep. Let's see what we got. Just gonna do a straight swing.
He doesn't have inflict wounds?
Let's see, does he? Wounds?
That's
He
the
does.
move,
Yeah.
dude.
That
That's
is
the one.
It's a +2 to hit. Is that right?
No, it should be a wisdom modifier plus proficiency, right? A spell attack.
It's a melee attack, though, isn't it?
It's a melee
Yeah,
spell
it's-
attack.
It's
It's a melee spell attack.
So it's proficiency plus your strength, right?
Wisdom.
No, it's just a
it's just
yeah.
it's a touch range.
It's still a spell.
It's wisdom plus your proficiency.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that would be a +5.
Should be.
It's like 3d10 damage too, right?
Yeah.
If it's
Like
level
first level. Yeah.
Right. You could do level 2.
And the first one misses, but he has advantage. Doesn't make it.
Mm.
God damn.
Sorry. So you see him
Useless.
draw back his mace, and you see like his mace head begin to glow, and comes down, but Labrak sees it coming and sidesteps, and the mace comes down, shattering the cobblestones where he once stood. Kofu, it's your turn.
Now, do I have advantage from here technically because Annalise is taking up that square?
Yes.
Cool, we're done. Then,
Hey,
Yeah.
Birthday Corpian next to Emilio.
okay, all right, I got you, baby.
Surround these motherfuckers.
All right, so I am going to do another Thunder Gauntlet. This time I'm at advantage. And again, I charge my gauntlet with extra booming energy. And here we go. A natural 19, so 25 hits. That's going to be 9 thunder damage. And the energy from my gauntlet is transferred into him, and he now starts glowing with this booming energy. And if he moves at all, he's going to take some more damage. And also, my armor starts flashing, and it's kind of disorienting towards him, and he's going to have disadvantage against anyone other than me.
Okay.
So he's going to want to attack me. And I'm going to take one step back and then maybe I should start running.
That's attack of opportunity.
No, he's not going to get mobile feet. I have the mobile feet, so he's not going to get the attack of opportunity. I can put that in the chat too.
No, that's fine. I'm
All
familiar.
the things.
All right.
All right, and then I'm gonna basically command Kofu to fly over here, and on his way there, he's gonna do a little force strike.
Birthday Corpian.
Which one are you attacking?
Dracorpian, and he misses.
And is he attacking who?
Same guy. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That's my turn. There you go.
Well, it's your turn.
Aw, damn. Okay. I would have advantage on
You do.
inflict wounds.
Didn't help Emilio.
You do have advantage. Dracorpian's over there.
No, I know.
No, I'm
No,
saying,
he's saying
yeah.
it didn't
Oh.
help them.
Yeah, just Emilio
gotcha.
whiffed is all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I'm just digging on Emilio. I'm sure you'll get it.
You go after me.
Yes. And it's time to go.
Yeah. We gotta
Yeah.
do damage.
At the end of this round, it's going to be 2 turns left.
We're leaving
Right,
after
so
this
we'll-
round if we don't kill him.
I do not want to know what to do.
I'd say inflict wounds is a decent option, actually, given the situation.
Yeah, especially if we're trying to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, we want to take him down. That's kind of the point of us being here. Okay.
We don't have time to we can't like interrogate him or anything because we have to. I mean, not that we're trying to interrogate him, but like if we're trying
We're
to.
not
keep him
going to.
alive,
We don't
like,
even want to interrogate him. We're trying to just take out the rebellion by taking out the leader. Gordon, Annalise, how good do you feel about your chances of hitting him?
I mean, advantage surely helps.
Well, you'll have advantage.
Yeah.
I'm
only hit
gonna
him once.
do Path to the Grave on Lebrax. Oops,
Oh,
sorry.
damn.
I'm gonna do Path to the Grave on Lebrax, which makes the next attack against him. He's vulnerable to the damage.
Okay.
So it'll be double after modifiers and everything.
Right.
The next
So
attack that hits, right?
right, the next
Right.
attack that hits it's vulnerable to damage. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Sanctuary on myself. And then should I start running or
Probably. You have range if nothing else.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can take an attack of opportunity if he wants. He has disadvantage on it. Plus, he has to pass a wisdom saving throw to be able to even do it.
Okay, what's the rest of them? Check.
I think it's 13. Yeah, wisdom 13. Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
You rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so he still has disadvantage on the attack because of
Right.
Kofu.
Right.
He only gets a single attack.
All the things.
He rolled an 18 because he rolled 11.
A disadvantage.
Okay, so I roll again. You rolled a 17 that time, natural. So
Take
Still,
the hit.
okay, we have one more thing. I have another rune I can use to deflect it.
Okay.
After all of that. So yeah, before damage goes through, I see all of the buffs that are going on failing one after the other. That still see this shield, this attack going through. I'm gonna try to interpose my shield. That's the wrong one. That one. And make the attack deflect off to his thug buddy.
okay. So he rolled.
I don't think there's a roll for it. Use your
Yeah,
reaction to
roll
invoke the
damage.
rune to choose a different creature. Oh, yeah.
So
on the attack.
that's 14 damage. Right? No. It's 11 damage. So 11 damage is. So I imagine like you almost like bring up your shield and there's like this whirling sound, and then also the slash just opens up across Ug's chest, and he takes a grievous wound. Blood weeping down the front of his doublet. And that is Annalise's turn.
All right.
Come
Can she do
on.
it? Can she do it? Let's see how much
Yeah.
damage it is. Mhm. You
I
have
mean,
to hit
so
it.
we're gonna.
You have
to
action
go-
surge, right? Oh no, you already did
No,
it. Damn.
no, I already used it. And it's fine. I will. Even though like shield's kind of resting on ground right now, so I'm just gonna slip my hand out from under the shield and double grab my sword, let it fall, and try to take a two-handed swing on top of him.
Okay.
And see if we can stack some damage here. So I'll lower my AC to 17.
So
Pretty sure a
close to
20
natural
hits.
20.
Almost.
20 does hit. Yes. it
So
does.
whatever. So, but also because of Giant's Might, one extra D6. Come on, there you go. So it'll be 15 times 2, 30 total.
30 damage.
Because it's the damage totaled, and then it's vulnerable to that damage, doubles it to 30.
How does Labrex die? Or go down?
Oh god, it had to be me, didn't it? Yeah, exactly as that. I'm not gonna go for his head, but let's just say straight through collarbone.
Okay. He raises his club to block, but the blade goes straight through his club, sinks into his shoulders, and he goes down.
Throw the sword to kind of wipe the blood off. Look at the next guy and says, look behind us. If you want to live, now is the time to run. At the thug guy.
All right. He books it.
And use my movement to book it all the same.
Okay, let's see.
10, 15, 20, 30.
Okay.
And that'll be my whole turn.
Okay, that's your turn.
Or, bonus action healing for second wind, but other than that, I'm done.
Okay. Ooh. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Look over at Annalise as you like you're running up to me after just absolutely wiping this fool out, and I'm like, thanks for saving me back there. Realizing that he was about to crush me probably, and you interposed your shield and then raked this fool. So
Loot him. Loot his body real quick.
That's what I'm here for, Uncle. Now let's go.
I loot the rebel leader.
10, 15,
That's up to Emilio. Or you, Kofu. It's all you. Get the stuff and go.
Oh, I'm gonna have to make my way through some Lost here. It looks like.
I was considering
are.
like saving my channel divinity for
Turn.
turn undead, and I was like, we gotta get the kill here first. So
And that's your path to the grave, or what was it called?
yeah, path to the grave.
Oh, and you
Which
get
is
your
what
second
they-
one at 7th level?
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
never
high
gonna
up.
reach that.
Oh, you don't even get a third one until like 17th, which is like
Yeah,
ridiculous.
no, I
It's
mean-
a huge gap.
Grave clerics are dope, but higher levels. At this level,
Clerics
I'm
in
pretty good,
general.
but that's because I have 2 feats that I really like. You know,
Kofu,
need work.
even as Lebrax fall, you turn to see a giant Lost with an axe stuck in his side, looming over you.
What's the one's name from Game of Thrones?
The mountain?
No, the one that was a big
Gregor
a White Walker.
Gregor Clegane?
Cause those, I don't remember his name. I gotta look it up. Was it
Um,
1-1? 1-1 is his name?
No clue.
but he is encumbered by his wound and he flails aimlessly, missing you. Okay. We'll go ahead and just do the Inkling Guard real quick. I'm just going to go really quick for these.
I think we need to tell the guard that it's time to turn and run.
Him running away would probably kill him.
Yeah, his name is 1-1. I put it in the Discord chat.
What were you referencing? I was confused.
Game of Thrones, the giant.
Oh,
the
because-
giant.
God,
Yeah.
a giant.
Didn't hear that part.
I'm still quite
Sorry.
that big. All right, and then they're going to attack back. Ooh,
I heard the word giant, but not like the race giant.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Who's hitting who?
The rebels are
Guards.
still attacking the clean guard.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Guys, we already took out their leader. Doesn't that, like, do a blow to their morale?
Yeah. But it's still like the same round. So like people haven't figured shit out yet.
Yeah. That's fair.
All right. So it takes 7. Ooh. Then guard down to 12 hit points. Let's see what this guy can do. Can he? Oh, he has the great axe, and he gets advantage because he's reckless. That won't hit. He gets another shot. That won't hit either. Deflected. Holding off the drunken rabble. Alright. It is top of the turn order, Hanzo.
Running,
That
right?
We now have 2 turns, I believe. This is the top of the second to last turn.
But we're just leaving, right? We're just getting out of here.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Leave.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm sure everyone else can get out.
Fire
Hanzo's
some
leading
arrows
the
along the
way.
way.
What'd you say?
I said fire some arrows along the way.
Yeah, that's true. Is that Thug? I guess it's probably that's next to Dracorpian, right?
Yeah, he's running away.
All right, I'm gonna scoop. Oh, he's running away. Okay, cool. Then I guess standing from directly where I am right now, I'll go ahead and just shoot that same.
Lost right in front of you, right here.
Oh shit! I didn't even see that one. What? Where'd that one come from?
The one that's been chasing you.
No, this one was chasing me before.
Oh yeah, that one came out of nowhere then. Snuck up on you, bro.
Came out of nowhere. God, well, I can't shoot my. Oh, I can disengage and shoot him. I want to do that. I will disengage in the cutting action. Let's go 5, 10. Keep running away. As I walk away, I'll do a little tuck and roll. I'm at the end of that movement. Shoot him
Dig it.
with my short bow. $16.
16 hits.
Nice.
You're fighting this one closest to you? Is that right?
Yes, yeah, I just re-rolled that too. So I did 9 piercing damage to this guy as I roll, shoot my bow at him while I'm kind of on one knee.
All right. So you roll, come up with a bow drawing as you come up, and just release the arrow. Flies, it strikes it square in the chest. The force of it sends it backwards. It just like falls on his butt, basically, and then like slowly starts to get up.
Cool. I can move technically off the map another 10 feet. Okay, I would have taken my full movement and then shot.
Exit the map if you wanted to.
Yeah, that would be me exiting him.
Okay.
That's it.
Hanzo makes it back.
I'm out. I'm down with you, funkers. I'm
Fall
out.
back.
And Labrax is done, so he's out. Thug is out. Emilio. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oh, no, wait. 5, 10.
Emilio, help Hanzo. Or help
Okay.
Kofu. Help Kofu real quick. You're
It's
also
like-
muted.
5, 10, 15.
Zach, you're muted.
I can see you doing this.
Run. Just go.
Just go.
Yeah, just run.
Emilio like shrugs and like, okay. 10, 15,
Piece of
20,
shit.
We need to get out of here.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Leave no man behind. No lizard behind.
60. He's going to square up right in front of that guy. Kofu, it is your turn now.
All right. I look at Dracorpian and I point to the exit and I say, "Leave." And tell him to get the fuck out of here. We got to go.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna charge my my boots to kind of fill with this blue energy, and I just start running as fast as I can. And I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity on this one. So.
Okay. All right, let's see what he gets. This hobbled lost. Ooh, that's a hit. You take 5 slam damage.
Slam
Slam
damage.
Slam damage. Slammage.
Would be
I take
It's
1
bludgeoning.
damage because
I-
I have
yeah.
4
When they
temporary
slam
hit
you,
points.
I believe
No.
it's bludgeoning.
yeah.
It's
they-
the salami damage.
no,
I
it's
like
a
slam
slash.
damage. Slam damage is way better.
And you so hard, they slash you.
Slam
They
damage
call it-
sounds like a really bad rap album.
Yeah, look out for the slam
From
damage.
like 1992.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, slam damage. I'm thinking like a hardcore band.
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually more.
Well, if it was the
Like,
full
like
thing,
a punk,
it-
punk band.
yeah.
Yeah.
92.
Slam
25,
damage.
30,
Slam damage.
35, 40,
That's our new group name.
45.
Slam damage.
Slam damage.
It's the next Um,
55, 60, 65, 70.
that's
And Jacorpian's going to do the same. He's flying above everybody, though, so that's all right. And I'm going to bonus action charge my defensive field again, so I regain 4 temporary hit points. And that's my turn.
All right. So, and then that's Grail's turn.
Okay, well, I'm away from all of these things. Can I heal the Iclean guard?
No.
Okay. Well, I say, good work, boys. Let's get out of here and tell them to get back into the
Skedaddle.
gate.
Well-
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Somebody's dead over here. Hey, Kofu. And then I still have Sanctuary on me, and I'm gonna just wait here. I
Alright.
guess I could dash. I guess I could dash off. No, I'm not gonna dash off. Well, I'll use dash to go here, but I'm not gonna leave. I mean, I guess I'm gone, right? Everyone else is leaving, right? We gotta get back.
I'm at the 2 feet off the map right now. 10 feet off the map.
All right. I'm off the map with Hanzo.
Okay. Well, at least it is your turn.
All right. Well, again, nothing too fancy with the shield on the back, charging down. Well, first I'm gonna come over here and take a swing at the Zombo as I run past. Get some good old flanking on our way out. Oh, 11.
Okay.
Does 11 hit?
It does.
Oh wow, okay, well, it is a pretty gross Zombo. So that will be 4 plus one of those. So 10 damage total.
All right.
Is it dead?
It is not, but it is seriously maimed as
Alright,
you
well,
peel most of the flesh from one of its arms with your strike.
so that would have been 10, and then I'll keep going. 15, 20, 25, 30 gets me exactly to the border. I'll take the attack.
Yes, I believe he does. Don't attack of opportunity. He fails.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Do you have enough to get off the map?
No, that's exactly 30 for me.
Okay. So now we're going to do these 5, 10, 15. This thing mauls this thug. Going away. 10, 15, 20. Oh, is that 30 though? Yeah. Ooh. 5. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Channel Divinity, Emilio.
Oh yeah.
Either one in this instance, really. Or I'll
Uh,
probably turn on it.
And they'll at least run away from us.
that's
Well, if they fail to save,
Right,
believe-
either
Yeah,
well, it's not going to do enough damage.
Depends
I
on their
don't think.
challenge rating. That'd be
Yeah, that's fair.
less than 1, I think, at that level. I think at like 7th level it goes up to...
I mean, I turned them before.
No, because turn just makes them run. Destroy undead, I don't think comes
Yeah, I
until...
just have turn.
Yeah, destroy doesn't come until like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah, level 5.
So Emilio finds himself being encircled by the Lost. And one of them wields a smith's hammer and smashes him in the lower back. 5 damage. All right. What else we got here?
Should I roll for the Iclian guard now?
If you want to.
All right.
Which one are you
Come on,
attacking?
guys. It's their turn, right?
It's Iclian's guard's turn, yeah.
And so then I'm assuming they have this here. They have the spear attack.
Yeah, so you can look at that drop down, or you can double
Yeah,
click on him.
It won't
go
let
GM
me.
now.
Oh, that's because here.
There's a handout with his yeah. Or if you double click at him and look at GM, oh, you can't see GM notes.
I don't know why it rolled with advantage. If that's what that was. 11. Wait, it has no bonuses. That's all wrong.
Oh yeah, just roll it
Oh,
manually.
16. So that'd be a 16.
That would hit, which one are you hitting?
Probably the whichever is easier. I don't know. He has multi
Great
attack.
Axe
Okay,
one.
first attack is going against the rebel thugs.
Hit the Great Axe one. He's been using Reckless Attack this whole time. You'll have
Okay,
advantage.
the hitting the drunken rebels.
Okay, so that's with advantage, and you got a 16 that hits.
Okay, and then it says here it's. Are they using one hand or two hand?
One hand.
Okay, so 1d6
Plus
plus
3, I think.
3, so 7 damage for the first attack. Second attack. Come on. So that's 9 plus 5, so 14.
The hits.
I'll take it.
Do they not have modifiers to their attacks?
6. Yeah, I just don't have. I'm adding them manually. 6 damage.
Okay.
Third attack. Come on, boys. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
You're all attacking the same one?
Well, they're not. Are they not dead?
They're not dead yet?
Okay, so yeah, I'll attack them the same one. So another
That's right.
4 damage.
Okay. Alright, it's their turn.
See if the guard can stay alive. Oh, the
Oh.
guard also used their second wind? No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Let's see if this works. So the advantage though. Nope. Oh. So the rebel thugs are not able to do any damage, but the drunken rebel has advantage and he hits. So that is 1d12. Oh shit, is he gonna survive this?
Yeah, and it's got 29.
6 plus what? How much do they do? Oh no, I'm sorry. Ooh. Oh, that's the other one. Okay, so he did 6. Plus 3, so it's 9 damage.
Still alive.
I was just looking at the wrong log. Okay. And that's 1 round left, guys.
Right.
Almost
well,
there.
Most of us are already off the map, so.
Right, so for Emilio, let's see, Emilio's gonna, oh shit. Emilio's gonna
Yeah,
round.
Disengage and,
Oh, no, he should do a thing first, huh?
Or
disengage.
disengage.
disengage and run.
Just
Yeah.
disengage and run.
20, 25, 30.
Got enough.
Yeah.
Would that make it?
Yeah.
You can move through friendly spaces.
15, 20,
25,
25.
easy.
Yeah, he's off. GM there, okay. And Kofu and
Them are
Annalise.
gonna be gone too.
Yeah, Kofu,
Yeah,
you guys are in the
We
clear.
run.
All right, you guys have made it off.
Close
Congratulations.
the gates behind us, get the fucking guard inside, and
The Iclian Guard are able to break through the encirclement and return to the walls. Even as they reach the walls, you can see that the actual rebel force is basically disintegrated. There's just pandemonium in the tombs as they flee. And you see piles of, or groups of lost swarming the survivors. And once the survivors flee, you're watching as the doors close, and you can see all the lost turn as one and face the doors. And as one, they begin charging.
Well, that sucks.
Close the doors.
Vernon is with the remains of his bloodied Ichthyan guard, and he's speechless. He doesn't seem to like. He's trying to figure out what's going on. He's like, "We won," but
You didn't win. The lost have taken over.
Nothing's won yet.
Victory.
And then he's just like, he immediately begins shouting commands to the guards, like bar the gates, archers on the walls.
Yeah, get
Oil,
pitch, pour it
fire
on
and
'em,
oil.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, heat the sand.
Oil over the side with the fire and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We got a boat to catch.
Yeah, and
Good working with you.
peace out. And Vernon's like, oh, we need you now more than ever.
Nope. Have a nice day. And we leave.
And
Not my job, not my prop.
yes, march off, and he's just sitting there, his mouth is open.
We told you we were going to help you with the rebellion. We didn't tell you we were going to help you with zombies. So, good luck.
You guys, the Ichthyan Guard survived. You guys get +1 renown with the Ichthyan Guard added to your notes.
+1 or +3? What'd you say?
+1.
Cool.
Which we already had 1, so I think now we're at 2.
+2 with the Ichthyan Guard. And I think you should have one entry for the people, Ichthyan Common Folk or something like that. Is that
Ichthyan
right?
Commoner, I have 1 there as well.
Okay, you have 2 now because you persuaded them to abandon the battle, and they believed you. They believed your words. You moved them.
Well,
we
they
physically
can
moved
believe
them
the
too.
zombies now.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not all zombies.
Ignatius stood upon the dock, watching the sea, his face awash in the amber bloom of dawn. He gave a long sigh and turned back to the city, just in time to see Strabo exiting the gate. The sage appeared even older than usual. He was hunched over and hobbling slowly toward the dock. As he approached, the Red Priest could see the exhaustion in his eyes. Strabo peered beyond Ignatius' shoulder, searching the ship. I take it they did not make it back. Ignatius gave an apologetic smile and shook his head slowly. Strabo nodded, scanning this slow-moving tide. Well, are we leaving then? Ignatius cursed, not able to meet the old sage's eyes. He spared another glance to the gate, but the spear of Kitamon were nowhere to be seen. One of the sailors approached up the dock, carrying the last of the ship's supplies. He dropped the parcel in front of the Red Priest. It landed on the dock with a heavy thump. This is the last of the supplies, Holy One. We should get underway. Ignatius scrunched his nose and turned away from the sailor, cursing once again. All right, on the ship. Just as he mounts the gangway, he spares one last glance toward the gate. And there you are, arriving at the last moment. With the last fingers of dawn, you mount the ship and sail out of the harbor. Smoke rises over Iclea. Hold down, gentlemen. We're going to actually end a little early here.
Well,
Yeah, well, to
Let's
be
say,
fair,
can
we
we get a
kind
little
of
roleplay on the boat? Can I get some roleplay on the boat?
Yeah, go
next
for it.
time.
I look at the Ignatius, I say, told you we'd be back.
so you were gonna leave us, weren't you?
I told you I will. I was definitely going to leave you.
And we told you we'd be back, and here we are.
I thought we were friends.
So I take it you were successful.
Yeah, I hold my hand out in front of Hanzo and I say, he's doing his job, which is what the Empire needs.
I thought you were my friend.
Are we cross?
Oh my god! Because if I thought you were my friend, I just don't think I could bear it.
I say to Ignatius, actually, first let me look at Strabo. I want to look at Strabo and I ask him how did it go?
He says, it brought me back to my youth, I guess, when I was just an old man. And the priests used to bring droves of the sick to the library to be healed, back when they still remembered the ancient rites to allow them past the harpies.
Yeah, kill the harpies.
It is
I don't
fulfilling
do that.
work, but it is exhausting. The last one was hardest. A woman brought her son. He had been sick for many days. She said that he had even tried to leave, walk blindly from their house. So they bound him, but he ceased to speak. She brought him to me begging from salvation. She begged I purge him with the divine light. It had no effect. It seems the aura only works on those that are sick, not those who have become lost.
As the waves crash up against our boat, just kind of looking out into north. Yes, looking north up the coastline, and thinking of Aurelia and what she would have done in these moments. And I still think that we're on the right path. Grail looks at Annalise. This is all in his head, obviously. Grail looks at Annalise. Annalise probably catches him looking at her, and he kind of just smiles and goes back to preparing spells in his book. He says, we should probably try to rest, maybe, even just for a short while on this boat. I know we're not going to sleep, but, well, we should just be ready for whatever's next.
Could go.
Ignatius laughs and agrees. He says, yes, we should all have a bit of watered wine and rest. We've made it. We're on the home. We're home, heading for the Holy Isle. The mission is practically accomplished.
Yes,
Well,
but there's still a vast body of water between us and our completion.
We have a navigator priest from the Holy Isle. He knows this way. He's been traveling this route for most of his life. I believe we'll be fine.
There are worse things going on right now than pirates or anything else that he may be accustomed to. We'll stay on.
Take a history check to see if I know of anything that's in these waters from, like, stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With everything that we've been through recently, I think we should at least stay guarded until we touch home.
Oh, yeah, I just am curious if Grail knows. Oh, wow, dirty 20.
Probably something.
I mean, yeah, I mean, legend says that sea is, a dangerous place. There's always storms. It's not as bad as they get down in the Crucibles, but the Crucible Isles. But there's also the Sea Folk, which their territory is not known to be here, but the denizens of Maguda, the great sea beast, still roam these waters. But you haven't heard of them attacking ships off the shore of Iclia, but south it's known to happen.
And
So
right now,
It goes on and on about stories of different things that exist out here in the wild, and talks about a time he was in the Crucibles and, like, they fell a Cyclops and shit, and so, like, you guys are like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I've been around. So, and then he looks at the priest and he's like, and you've been in a temple.
We can tell you've been around for a while.
yeah, enough for your
And
bedtime stories.
until we're safe on Adona's blessed
Sorry.
shores.
Thought you
We
would
should-
tell us that story. A little gray there.
Fine, I'll eat my ginger candy skull.
Always the professional. Grail. I respect this. So I will drink the wine and relax, and you do.
Oh, I
Hunger?
didn't say anything about not drinking, but
Oh,
staying on guard.
I'll take you up on
Oh,
that.
talking. Yeah. All right.
Grail
My
watches.
my
with
armor
you.
kind of
Right.
unfurls back into my chest piece, and I start rummaging through this bag, and I take out the book that I had mended earlier, and I go through those, and I start going through those notes, and Dracorpion kind of crawls down my arm, and you see his little tail kind of curl up, and it lights up like a little reading light, and Kofu starts going through these notes that he mended, trying kind of to decipher. So kind of the missing words or the missing letters, and kind of just completing all of it, going through it, and just making sure it makes perfect sense.
So you are reading Tarkus's writings on species and kind, I believe. The book rescued, one of the last books rescued from Strabo's library, and you open the book to your marker holding a page, and you trace the words, and you've been reading the same page over and over for days now, and it goes over his journeys over the northern territories of Nekrit and even into Agaron. And he talks about a passage of there's a passage of him talking and meeting him actually studying with some Zif, and them showing him studying actually some of their ancient artifacts, and there's reference to these class of artifacts that you recognize as your armor being part of them, and they're called basically the artifacts of the tower, and they're closely associated with this mysterious Turn Tower icon from Agaranian myth. But that's not quite what catches your eye. What catches your eye is he talks about meeting with these particular Zif that are yellow and black, and they talk about the armor and a number of other artifacts as well. There's some kind of projectile. There's there's like a that does some mysterious damage and mysterious abilities, and but there's the final passage, and it talks about how only these Zif can use and manipulate these artifacts, but how the artifacts are older than the Zif, and how can the artifacts be older in the Zif if only the Zif can use them? And he says this can only mean one thing. The artifacts weren't made for the Zif. The Zif were made for the artifacts. So, and you close the book and look back and just trying to wrap your mind around it. And you realize you are different than all the other people on the boat. These people became this way. They were born from natural forces. You were created.
And to my knowledge, I'm the last of my kind, right? Because everyone from Temple Manu was.
As far as you know, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Damn.
It's nighttime. No, it's not. It's dawn, right? So as the sun is rising and we're like out on the water and we're all kind of just like enjoying this moment, I'm thinking about that boy that we saved and the boatman. And he's like kind of going back, he's like thinking about everything, and then like his mind kind of keeps going back to that boy, and he's like thinking, he's like, that boy's gonna grow up one day. He's gonna have a hell of a story to tell. Thinking like, you know, the people that are gonna ride on his boat if he ever fares to be a boatman. Just thinking about him and just that, because here we are on a boat, and then thinking of his, I guess where his power comes from, Lithos. He's like the ferryman in a way. He's not a boat. I mean, he is the boatman, but right. He's the shepherd. He leads you, and so he's just like all the things happening at one time. He's just trying to take it all in.
Excellent.
Fun session.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys
Damn,
for playing.
thanks
Thank
for letting us inject an episode into your story.
Hey, that's already happened a couple times. So we're just working out. That's how it rolls.
Yeah, to everybody who did watch, thanks for watching. This one was fun. I'm glad we made it out alive.
Yeah, me too. I was
Really
worried
close.
for
Down to the
Amelia
wire
for a second.
So hey, good stuff. Good job, guys.
Shit.
All right. Well, I think we got 2 weeks until the next one. Are we gonna do it in 2 weeks?
Yeah. Is everyone be able to make it in 2 weeks? As far as I know.
Probably.
That puts us like just after Halloween.
Double
What,
check here.
November 3rd.
Let's see. What day
Maybe
is
the
that?
third.
I think
Yeah,
that's gonna
I
be
think
the
so.
next one.
That should
All
be
right,
good.
well, I'm gonna end the stream. For everyone that watched, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Catch old episodes on YouTube, and follow and subscribe and what all the things, right? Anyway,
Peace.
until next time.
Thanks, everybody.